Welcome to the Budget Mom YouTube channel. I'm Kumiko Love from thebudgetmom.com, and I am back with another YouTube video today. I know recently you may have noticed I've only been posting my morning money routine, and that's only because I was doing them on Instagram, but many of you reached out and said it's a lot easier for you to digest that content on YouTube. So that's why you're seeing all these different, and I'm going to continue doing that. I'm getting a lot of great feedback. It seems to be motivating, if anything, motivating a lot of you on your financial journey and helping you. So I'm definitely going to continue to do that. Today I'm back though, because I want to do a video, a promised video, that I would go over the differences of the new Budget by Paycheck workbooks coming out this year versus last year. And there are a lot of big changes. So let me just get in some very quick detail. September 16th, 2024 is when we're going to do pre-orders. Yes, we're going back to the pre-order experience and process that we've gone through in previous years. Last year was our first attempt to not do pre-orders, and it was just not enough time for my small team for shipping. So we're going back to the pre-order process. What does that mean? The pre-orders start September 16th, 2024, and that shipping is going to begin October 16th of 2024. So essentially, we do the pre-order process here at the Budget Mom for one very important reason. I just don't have a large enough team to package that huge of an influx of orders in that short amount of time. So usually the first day we're getting thousands upon thousands of orders, and I just don't have the manpower to be able to ship those out in a timely fashion during that specific one day. So because of the influx of orders we get in a short amount of time, pre-orders allow us to have a full month to be able to package and ship that huge influx of orders. It just seems to work best for us. So September 16th, you can order the workbooks. October 16th, they're going to start shipping. So that is our pre-order process. I'm going to go in the description of this video going over the different dimensions in that itty bitty detail. But right now for this video, I want to show you the actual differences between last year's workbook and the new workbook we have coming out. So let me show you. This is our full size ship to your door Budget by Paycheck workbook that we released last year. This is the new one that we're going to be offering. Pre-orders start September 16th. This is the new one coming out this year. You may have noticed a size difference. So this year, one of the changes we made is we're going to be offering the full size and now a smaller size. Dimensions will be in the description of this video. So the reason being is I got so many requests. We have a Live Rich planner that's a really popular planner with people, and they asked, in that planner, we offer a full size and a small size. People were asking to have the same small size option in the Budget by Paycheck workbook. We waited a couple years and decided to bring it out. Now, to show you what this will look, and it's always hard to get an exact, let me kind of give you a comparison. So if we're looking at sizes, the small size is sitting on top of the big size. So let's go over some changes. Now you may have noticed, obviously, different cover. This is the wildflower cover that's coming out and is coming with your workbook. We're only offering one design this year. It's coming with your workbook when you order it. Now this cover was actually inspired by the 15 pounds of wildflower seeds that I planted in my garden. And this is exactly what they look like. They're absolutely beautiful. If you don't like this option, we are offering two new cover designs that you can buy separately. We're going to offer them in full size and the small size option. So we have the black floral and then the happy face design. Now, I think I'm going to start off using the happy face design, but I'm not entirely sure yet. It's always my problem. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions. Last year was our first year ever coming out with an interchangeable cover. So essentially the cover just pops off and then you can, this is a small size, but to show you, it just pops onto your spiral. We got a lot of questions and concerns and comments about our first prototype of our cover not staying on very easily, it popping off often. We changed that. We fixed that. We have a brand new reinforced cover, and trust me when I say this sucker does not come off unless you want it to, unless you truly want to change out the cover. So let's get into changes. Now I'm going to try to do this. You can see the front page is pretty much the same. This is where it's going to get kind of different. In this one, in the old one, you got many different worksheets or pages of instructions. Okay, 3 pages of full instructions. Now, one of the reasons we came out with so many changes here, I just want a little backstory, is because I wanted to make the workbook a lot more efficient. I wanted to decrease the amount of times you're writing things twice. I want to make things more efficient as far as the information that you are working on and collecting and writing down in the workbook. So, and we also want to try to compress the workbook a little bit by getting rid of pages we felt like could be printed off if the individual wanted to do that separately. So the instructions, anything that I say is no longer in the workbook, you can still have access to. So we took out the 3 pages of instructions. Now what you're going to see, a page that looks like this. It's going to have a QR code that you can scan. It's going to bring you to a place called BBP Central. It's going to have a ton of videos in there. They're older videos, but they still explain how to fill out the worksheets. And you're also going to get all of the material that we took out of the old workbook. If you want to print them out separately, you can totally do that. If you want access to those instruction pages, you literally just go to BBP Central and you can look at them or print them out. Heck, you can even just, if you don't have the paper, you don't want to print them out, waste paper, you can just read them on the computer. Okay, the next big change that we added was we did a Finding Your Why worksheet. Now, I was like, man, how did I go all these years without the most important step being put into our BBP workbook? Number 1 in my budget by paycheck process is finding your why. There's a worksheet for that now to help you establish a clear, specific why on why you're on this journey. This is the most important step out of my entire system. Getting clear on your purpose. So that worksheet's going to help you do that. Then, so we went through, okay, so I just want to show you where we are. Okay, you can see these pages are the same. We kept the financial plan where you can write down your short, medium, and long-term goals. We also kept the membership and subscription worksheet. If we flip over, okay, remember this is the old workbook. The yearly savings goal trackers and events. We got rid of these pages because your yearly savings goals are tracked here visually in your savings goals tracker. They're also tracked monthly in your debt and in savings breakdown pages, which I'll be getting to that here shortly, but they're also on your financial plan worksheet, goal worksheet. So we just felt like these goals are tracked in other areas of the workbook. And so we took those ones out. And then you can see we went straight into the savings goal visual tracker. We changed the visual. We added these cute little potted plants. That was a change. All right, now if we go to, this is you can see I love this spread. The yearly spending overview. We made some changes. You still have the yearly spending overview in the new workbook. You still have it. But instead, we took the yearly balance worksheets, these worksheets here, which I think is really important. I think it's important for you to keep track of your savings balance, your debt balance, your retirement balance, your net worth. Those are really important things to have a clear view, financial snapshot of those things for your financial health. So we added them now to the bottom of the yearly spending overview, so it's all in one page, one spread. All right, then we go in for the new workbook, we get into the budget category organizer and the notes and thoughts page. Now in the old workbook, We have the budget category organizer, but we took out the medical bill payment tracker. Remember, you can still access this worksheet. It's in BBP Central if you would like to do that. And then the notes and thoughts. Okay, then we jump into the months. The months are pretty much the same, except you can see I already prepped my new workbook to start using in September, but we have the calendar. Let me just go to October, in my workbook. This is what the calendar now looks like. This is what your calendar looked like before. You can see we added the months. The months were there before for you. We actually all had the tabs labeled for you as well, January through December. We quit doing that. The reason being is now when you look at your workbook, it's completely blank, no month at the top. And these have stickers on them, but these are blank as well. Your tabs come blank. Now, I added the stickers to these, but they come blank. So that way, if you're like me, who's wanting to use your workbook right away in September, instead of having to say in the old workbook, flip all the way to the back to start in September, now your very first month in your workbook is now in the front because you're able to customize it because it's completely undated. So now my workbook just became a September through August workbook because it's completely customizable. All the days are blank because some people start Mondays, some people start Sundays. So that's a new change. All right. You're still going to get your paycheck budget tracker and your cash envelope breakdown. You're still going to get 5 of those every single month. Okay. Then you're still going to get your expense trackers. You're going to get 6 of those. Okay. Now, here's where we made some changes. So let me get to the old workbook. All right. So we get past the expense trackers. Okay, so you still have your debt payment plan and you still have your monthly net worth tracker. Those are still in there. Okay, here's where we change. We made changes to the Where Did My Money Go worksheets. Here's what we did. We kept the monthly category breakdown. Okay, we kept this page. This is a really important breakdown when you're closing out your budget because it's going to extract still that helpful information for you to budget better in the future. You still get to see if you're over or under budget. You still get to see how much you saved, how much debt you paid off. It's still there. But we took out the monthly debt and savings breakdown because this information is in your trackers or on your monthly budget category breakdown. Remember, the whole point of these changes were to make the workbook more efficient so you're not writing things twice. Okay, then we also got rid of the monthly spending comparison worksheet. The reason being is because you have that in the beginning of your workbook under your yearly spending overview. It is literally a month-by-month comparison. So we took out that page. So now what you see in the new workbook, you have just the monthly category breakdown. You go straight into that monthly meal plan. You have your thoughts and notes, and then we added this little paragraph at the bottom. How can I improve my finances next month? This is to jot down any thoughts that you may have during the current month that you want to bring into the new month. You may have noticed that we took out the cash envelope teller slips. Now, the cash envelope teller slips are still available in BBP Central if you want to print them out and have them. You still have access to them. They're just not in the workbook itself. We're also giving out free sticky note teller slip pads to the first, I believe, don't quote me on this, I want to say until we run out. All the first orders that come in for pre-order day are going to get free sticky note teller slips in their order for free. You're just going to find them in your package. So that has been the major changes to the workbook. The main thing being is that Where Did My Money Go worksheet and then the teller slips. If you go to the back of the workbook, you're still going to find a couple of things. You're still going to have your 2 pages of stickers. You have your monthly note or your monthly stickers. This is how you're going to label your blank tabs, and you can start on any month you'd like. We're also giving you some number stickers to number your months. And then you're still going to have that really handy two-sided pocket folder in the back. You still had that in the old workbook as well. You can see if you go to the back, there's the stickers. This is last year's, and then the folder in the back. So that's the main changes. I think the by far is the Where Did My Money Go worksheets. I think what you're going to find with this new workbook is that, one, it's more efficient, it's easier to use. You're not going to be double writing things or writing things twice. That was really important to me. I feel like, 2, that cover is going to be a lot better for you. And 3, I feel like having access to BBP Central is still really important, because we found out that many people who bought workbooks in the past didn't know of that resource. BBP Central has been around since the beginning, and a lot of people didn't know about that. But now with that QR code right in the front, it's going to be very helpful to find all of these resources in one place. And obviously, the new covers that are coming out as well, which is really huge, those reinforced covers. So those are the major changes that you're going to see with the Budget by Paycheck workbook. Before I end this video, let's do I know I'm going to ask, even though you can see a full 3D flip through of the workbook online, let's go through it one more time. All right, so you have your instruction page, your Finding Your Why worksheet, your financial plan goal worksheet where you can write down short, medium, long-term goals, membership and subscription worksheet, your savings goal tracker visual where you can color in leaves as you work up to your goal. So you would write your goal at the top and the amount at the bottom, or vice versa, however you want to set that up. And as you fill in or save for your goal, you're going to color in each one of these trackers. You have your yearly spending overview, your yearly balance overview. You have your budget category breakdown organizer, your thoughts and notes pages. Now for each month, you're going to get a blank calendar. This one I've already done starting for September. You're going to get 5 paycheck budget trackers and 5 cash envelope breakdowns. You're then going to get 6 expense trackers. You're going to get your debt payment plan worksheet, your monthly net worth tracker, your monthly budget category breakdown that's going to help you close out your budget and extract that information from your spending, and your monthly meal plan. You're also going to get your thoughts and notes and that little paragraph that's going to help you prepare for the following month. You're going to get that for every single month. If you go to the very back, you're going to get 3 sticker sheets in the back, and then you're going to get that 2-sided pocket folder in the back as well. So that is the new Budget by Paycheck workbook coming out September 16th. All right, so that was a full look at our new Budget by Paycheck workbook coming out this year. Pre-order start September 16th. You know, if you've been following the Budget Mom, me, for a while, any given amount of time, then you know that the Budget by Paycheck workbook is such a huge piece of my heart. It's my passion. It's what I teach and preach here at the Budget Mom, my Budget by Paycheck method that incorporates that workbook and those worksheets is really important to me, because it was that method and this tool that helped me on my budgeting journey, my financial journey. But not only that, it gave me the foundation to change my life. I always tell people a budget's not going to change your life. Sitting down and writing numbers on a piece of paper is not going to change your life. Paying off your debt to an extent is not going to change your life. And here's what I mean about that. Yes, you could pay off your debt today, but you could rack up debt tomorrow. So what's important is the underlying understanding, methods, habits, knowledge that we learn along our debt-free journey to keep us out of debt in the future. Paying off your debt only changes your life if you can stay out of debt in the future and beyond, right? So I always tell people creating a budget is not going to change your life unless it works, unless you can stick to it, unless you're consistent, unless you can use it as a tool to truly shape and give you the lifestyle that you want and you dream of. The Budget by Paycheck Workbook is that foundation that helped me change my life. It's what gave me the consistent habits and knowledge to not only budget better, but to pay off all of my debt, became debt-free, paid off over $77,000 in 2019, to being able to buy my dream home with cash. That's right, I have absolutely no mortgage. Does that mean no house expenses? No, but I at least don't have to worry about a mortgage for the rest of my life, which opens up other opportunities like early retirement, more real estate opportunities, which I'm kind of looking at. It also allows me to eventually, and I hope one day, to pass this property, because it's not just the house, I also bought 20 acres, to my children, generation to generation. So I'm passionate about this workbook, and I know for a fact, if you stick to the process, if you truly believe in yourself, if you put in the work, if you don't give up, this workbook and this method can change your life. And I truly 100% believe that, because I'm living proof of it. I was a single mom, newly divorced mom, with a 1-year-old with a pile of debt, just trying to figure out how the heck to provide something better for my kids. So I am very passionate about this resource and this tool. So pre-order starts September 16th. If you found this video helpful, please like it and don't forget to subscribe.